looking after English issues. Scotland has a parliament looking after Scottish issues, and Wales a Welsh one for them. An English Democrat version of equality is an English parliament, English issues. The Labour version of equality is to ignore the English. Stop the sell-off of the English forestry. Vote English Democrats. For free tuition fees, vote English Democrats. Ignore the Lib Dem lies. How can you tell he's lying? He signs a pledge. Tory lies protecting the public services that they're currently slashing and burning. English equality. England, English Parliament, looking after English issues. If you want equality within the UK, vote for English Democrats. English Parliament, looking after English issues. Not have your foundation issues, foundation hospitals voted on to us by the Scottish and Welsh. Question for the Conservative candidate: why do you keep failed asylum seekers here under the Human Rights Act? Isn't that against the Conservative manifesto? We want to give our elderly free care. We want to give our students free tuition fees. Why can't we? Because we have no parliament to vote on it. Scotland have, Wales have. No more Labour scandals. No more Labour expenses. Get rid of the Lib Dem liars and the Tory traitors. Why don't you ask them about true democracy, where 5 candidates are denied access in the hustings? If people want to question their candidates, they should be entitled to. They should not be excluded from meetings. Selected over 2 former mayors in Oldham. How do you know a Lib Dem's lying? His lips move and he signs a pledge. How do you know the Conservatives lying? The Conservative Party said they will get rid of the Human Rights Act, but their candidate works for free to keep failed asylum seekers in this country under the Human Rights Act. How do you know the Labour lies? They talk about fairness, but without an English Parliament looking after English issues, there will be no fairness within the UK. The English Democrats are the only party looking to protect the English forests. The Tory Lib Dem coalition is selling off the English forestry. This has to stop. Ask the question, why are they selling it off? Fairness within the UK. Not Labour fairness of ignoring the English. A proper fairness of an English Parliament looking after English issues. We want free tuition fees for our students, same as Scotland. We want free prescription charges for our people, the same as Wales and Scotland. We want free prescription charges. Why are the English denied a voice? How can you tell a Lib Dem lies? He'll open his mouth and sign a pledge. Ask the Conservative candidate why does he work for free to keep failed asylum seekers in this country under the Human Rights Act. Massive cuts in English public services, massive job losses to English people. Is this country broke? Then why do they give 500 million to Europe? Why do they give 7 billion to Ireland? Why do they give an increase in foreign aid and then tell you your public services have to face massive cuts? This is a lie by Labour, Liberals and the Conservatives, because every promise and every action the Tories and Lib Dems have done, Labour was going to do it anyway. Is protecting the English countryside. No to building on Greenbelt land. Why is the English forestry being sold off by the Lib Dems and the Tories? Scottish and Welsh forestry is protected by their parliaments, but the English who have no parliaments are having their forestry sold off by the Lib Dem liars. Ask the Conservative candidate why he works for free to keep failed asylum seekers here. Check it out, St John's Chambers, Manchester, it's on his CV. Why was the Labour candidate selected over 2 former mayors of Oldham? Is this because she's listed as a Zionist and the other 2 mayors are Muslims from split communities?
While our own pensioners struggle, the British National Party...
Was the Labour candidate selected under religious discrimination against the 2 former mayors of Oldham? Only the English Democrats are planning no more building on English green country land, no more selling off of the English forestry. Why are the Greens not raising these issues? Why are the Greens not protecting our Greenbelt land? Why are they not trying to stop the sell-off of the English forestry? Only the English Democrats put a stop to the English forestry sell-off. When Labour talk about fairness, they talk about ignoring the voice of the English. They deny the Parliament. When the Lib Dems talk about tuition fees, they lie. When the Tories talk about the Human Rights Act, they lie. The Conservative candidate works for free to keep failed asylum seekers in this country. It's on his CV. But if English Parliament vote English Democrats to protect English students from tuition fees, vote English Democrats. The English Democrats are the only party protecting the workers of England. It's the English public services that are facing cuts, not Scotland and not Wales. When the coalition government talk about 80 billion of cuts, 79 billion is against English public services. Scotland and Wales are getting off free. To be tough against Europe, well then give them 500 million. The Lib Dems say these massive cuts are because of the Labour mismanagement. We had 13 years of a malicious Labour Party as quoted by one of their top MPs. If the Lib Dems and Tories weren't putting money into Europe, into Ireland, into foreign aid, we could give our students the free tuition fees that they deserve. We could give the English people the free prescriptions that they deserve. We can give our elderly the free care that they deserve. But whilst you've got Labour, Lib Dems and Tories controlling the public purse, England will always suffer